All we ask is embrace the vision.
You already know what it is, YouTube, and if you didn't know, you better find out. This is your boy, The Vision, and we back again with another one. This time we got Anderson Silva, the Spider, one of the GOATs of the UFC. I'm me as a super casual. I know who Anderson Silva is. I've never really watched any of his fights or anything. Seen a small amount of comments and all that stuff, but for the most part, don't know much about him. So we're gonna learn a little bit about him. I'm gonna watch some of his most savage moments. This video is called Anderson Silva's Most Savage Moments. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this video going, because I know y'all tired of hearing me talk. So let's go ahead and get it.
I know I'm too old for fights. I know the old guys in here is too fast for me, strong. But I put in my heart, because fight is my life, fight is my heart.
From 1997 to 2020, Anderson Silva was a total MMA rock star. Born on April 14, 1975 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Silva began his martial arts training in Taekwondo and later expanded his skill set to include Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and boxing. He made his professional MMA debut in 1997. And eventually joined the UFC in 2006, starting a reign of domination like no other. Known for his incredible striking accuracy, agility, and ability to finish fights with a variety of techniques, Silva went on to achieve a record-setting
16 fight winning streak. That's pretty impressive.
Held the middleweight title from 2006 to 2013. With little left to accomplish, he left the UFC in 2020, concluding a 14-year gold-filled tenure in the leading MMA organization. During his time as champion, the Brazilian secured some truly remarkable
he need his ass right in the
solidifying
face.
his position as one of the best in the octagon. Without further ado, let's revisit 6 of the most iconic moments in the career of Anderson the Spider Silva.
At number 6, we have his historic UFC debut.
During the early 2000s, as the UFC was turning a corner, Anderson Silva was building his reputation in regional MMA circuits in Brazil, Japan, and England. Finally, in 2006, the UFC came a-knockin'. Chris Laban, a fan fave from the first season of The Ultimate Fighter, was Silva's welcoming party.
Okay, so this is his first fight.
Laban, riding a 6-fight winning streak, figured he'd make it 7 in a row without breaking a sweat.
Nope.
But that's when Silva gave us a little preview of the legend he'd become as he cruised to a seemingly effortless 49-second TKO victory.
Damn.
Silva stayed light on his feet, dodging Laban's attacks like a boss. He landed a powerful 2-punch combo that shook the crippler. Laban tried to hit back, but Silva was already out of there. Moments later, Laban charged in again, only to eat the same punches as before. Silva waited, then nailed him with a head kick. As Laban got up, the future champ let loose a flurry of punches that dropped him to the mat. The Spider followed up with some solid ground and pound while Laban tried to get back up. Finally on his feet, Laban found himself backed against the cage by Silva. Sensing the end was near, the Brazilian slapped a Thai plum around the dazed American's neck.
Oh man, knee to the fucking forehead, man. That's nuts.
Silva's debut was pure gold.
Clean knockout.
His striking was on point, accurate and powerful. Silva's KO win over Laban scored him a title shot, and he took on the then middleweight champ Rich Franklin next, as we'll see now.
At number 5, we have his absolute domination over Franklin.
Rich Franklin began his athletic career as a standout high school and college wrestler before stepping into the MMA spotlight.
A lot of fighters start off in
in
wrestling.
2012, Franklin was a force to be reckoned with, mastering striking, grappling, and submission techniques. And if you're wondering about his nickname Ace, it's because people say he looked like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura. In 2005, Rich scored the UFC middleweight championship by taking down Evan Tanner at UFC 53, heavy hitters. He showed off his striking skills and never give up attitude, winning by TKO when the doc called it quits after round 4. Rich held on to his title twice, first against Nate Quarry at UFC 56 and then against David Loiseau at UFC 58. but it all came crashing down when he faced the legendary Anderson Silva at UFC 64 in October 2006. Rich tried to hit hard and fast, but Silva was just too good. The Spider grabbed him, landed some brutal knees to the body, and then scored a knockout with one final knee. Silva would defend the title 10 times, beating Franklin in a rematch in 2007.
So this Franklin guy, I don't know nothing about him. He was a middleweight champion. Somebody tell me about him. Like, what was his style, and why was he good enough to get to the pinnacle, the UFC middleweight championship? I'm really interested in if y'all opinion of this guy. If you know anything about him, please leave some info below, please.
That first match, however, showed the world just how dominant Silva could be when gold was on the line.
Hey, we
At
had number
four,
4.
his impossible front kick to Vitor Belfort.
Vitor Belfort, aptly nicknamed the Phenom, is a renowned mixed martial artist who commenced his professional MMA career in 1996. Belfort swiftly gained recognition for his explosive striking.
He got some hands on him, quick-ass hands. Yeah, exactly. Quick-ass hands.
Throughout his extensive career, he has held the prestigious
that was a good-ass
UFC
kick.
light heavyweight championship and competed across the middleweight, heavyweight, and catchweight divisions. As a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Belfort showcased a comprehensive skill set that encompasses striking,
wait.
heavyweight and catchweight.
Wait, y'all.
As a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
Damn it.
black belt,
That dude looks a lot bigger than the other dude,
Belfort
than a fucking middleweight.
A comprehensive skill set that encompasses striking, grappling, and
what's up with that? Was there like not weight classes
in 2011,
at some point?
Belfort
Because
faced
they
off
definitely
against
weren't the same
Silva
weight.
at UFC 126. The atmosphere during fight week was charged with intensity, stemming from a mix of professional rivalry and personal differences between the two fighters. Both Belfort and Silva, renowned Brazilian fighters, had demonstrated their striking prowess and accomplishments within the middleweight division. This much-anticipated matchup held the potential to establish the superior fighter in the division. Silva was the reigning UFC middleweight champ and had been crushing it in his title defenses. Belfort, on the other hand, was a respected vet looking to get back on top. To spice things up even more, these dudes had trained together before, and Belfort had called out Silva's sportsmanship. When they finally threw down in the octagon, Silva walked away with the W thanks to a jaw-dropping front kick knockout that secured his spot.
He had his toe up all his fucking mouth, bro. What?
Both fighters adopted a slow pace at the start of the bout, seemingly getting a feel for each other's range and power. Silva repeatedly dropped his hands and pestered Belfort with his unorthodox movement.
I know that pissed people off. That disrespect right there. That's major disrespect.
In the opening 3 minutes, and wisely didn't force any action against the always dangerous Silva. Fans were on the edge of their seats, but the end came unexpectedly, like a bolt of lightning from a clear sky. Silva unleashed a front kick that seemed impossible, connecting directly with Belfort's jaw. The impact echoed throughout the arena as Belfort crumpled to the canvas.
Oh man!
Gasped in disbelief. Silva's
motherfuckers eat a fist,
were on
eat a knuckle sandwich. Dude just ate a whole foot.
Forever etched in the memories of those who bore witness to this legendary knockout.
Okay.
At number 3, Franklin gets his ass beaten.
Again.
In their second encounter, at UFC 77 in October 2007, the fight between Silva and Franklin proved to be more competitive, although the result remained unchanged. As Franklin advanced to engage Silva, Silva retaliated with a flurry of punches, kicks, and knees. During a noteworthy exchange, Franklin attempted to strike Silva, only for Silva to expertly evade each blow with circular bobbing and weaving movements. The decisive factor in both contests was Silva's formidable Thai clinch. Demonstrating extraordinary strength, Silva ensnared Franklin in the clinch and delivered devastating knees to finish the former champion. With this victory, Silva confirmed that their initial fight was not an anomaly, and that he was indeed the superior fighter compared to Ace.
Day number 2, y'all.
Already.
Choking out Henderson.
Choked hard.
A two-time Olympic Greco-Roman wrestler, Dan Henderson
Two-time Olympic
transitioned into
Greco-Roman,
MMA
wow.
and quickly became known for his exceptional wrestling skills, powerful right hand, and iron chin. Throughout his illustrious career, He competed in numerous organizations, including Pride Fighting Championships, where he made history as the first fighter to simultaneously hold 2 titles in different weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. Known for his grit, determination, and never-say-die attitude, Henderson faced Silva in 2008 for the UFC middleweight title. It was a dream fight featuring 2 dominant middleweights. Lots of folks thought Henderson's wrestling skills would be too much for Silva to handle. Sure, Henderson managed to take Silva down in round 1, but he couldn't seal the deal. Silva bounced back in round 2, landing some amazing strikes, until he nailed Henderson with a kick to the face.
I know that
down
hurt.
on the mat,
Got him down.
Henderson tried to block Silva's elbows and knees, but it just wasn't happening.
No, he's choking him.
In the end, Silva defeated a worn-down Henderson with a rear-naked choke, and the middleweight showdown wrapped up with his hand held high.
Just one quick thing. I'm gonna back up a quick second. Back up a quick second real quick, yo. That the referee, dude been in every single one of these videos. Like, does the UFC only got one ref? Because I swear, dude is the ref in every single fight.
And here's position number 1.
Sonnen rivalry.
Anderson Silva's most epic UFC rivalry has to be his 2-fight showdown with Chael Sonnen. Silva was a force in the octagon, but promoting fights wasn't his strong suit, mostly because he didn't speak English. Enter Chael Sonnen, one of the best smack talkers ever, and the polar opposite of Silva in every way. Sonnen, a skilled wrestler at heart, began his pro MMA journey in 1997 and eventually made waves in the UFC.
So what percentage of UFC fighters do you think are wrestler first, striker second, or not striker at all, just mostly a wrestler? And what percentage you think are mostly strikers? I can tell that Anderson is mostly a striker, but it looks like he can hold his own wrestling. Just let me know down below what y'all think about that. And what discipline do you think is the most effective in UFC? I've heard a lot of people say wrestling is the most effective, but I've seen people push back against that too. So let me know down below what you guys think.
Middleweight division. He fought some of the sport's legends, including Silva, John Jones, and Michael Bisping. He had a flair for trash talking and hyping up his fights, getting folks amped up and raising the sport's profile. Despite never winning a UFC championship, Sonnen's tenacity, wrestling skills, and vibrant personality made him a fan favorite and a standout in MMA history. Sonnen excelled at getting under Silva's skin, and the lead-up to their title fight was nothing short of thrilling. The fight itself was a roller coaster ride, culminating in a jaw-dropping finish.
That left.
Sonnen dominated the
he almost
first
dropped
4
it
rounds,
too.
taking Silva down and even scoring some knockdowns. He was seriously outperforming Silva from the top, and it looked like Silva's incredible title run might come to an end in the final round. The Spider found himself taken down once more in the final round, as Sonnen continued his relentless ground and pound attack. Had Sonnen chosen to exit Silva's guard and finish the fight safely, he would have likely dethroned the long-reigning middleweight champ. But with just over 3 minutes left, Silva managed to lock in a triangle choke and trap Sonnen's arm, forcing the challenger to tap out. Chael Sonnen came painfully close to giving Anderson Silva his first loss in the promotion.
Wow.
The Brazilian title holder proved that even after being...
Bro, he got lucky. Chael Sonnen basically just wrong place, wrong time. Probably should have reset or did something different because, man, he's just... That's the perfect example of wrong place, wrong time. Caused him to lose. It's nuts.
Battered for over 20 minutes, he could still find a way to win, solidifying his status as one of the greatest fighters to ever step into the cage. In their rematch, Silva made quick work of Sonnen, finishing him via TKO in the second round.
Damn. He didn't even do good in the second match. That's crazy.
Unforgettable.
He had a chance, man. You had a chance.
In MMA history.
But you were not that guy that night, man. It's crazy.
Wrapping up, Anderson Silva is nothing short of a powerhouse. The man's striking skills and evasive moves made him a nightmare for opponents. Holding the UFC middleweight championship for 7 years and defending it 10 times
He held that motherfucker for 7 years. It's crazy.
And who could forget those iconic bouts with Sonnen, Belfort, and Henderson? Silva didn't just make history, he motivated future fighters to chase their dreams. Sure, he hit a few rough patches, but his status as an MMA legend is unshakable. What other iconic moment should be added to this list? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel now so we can stay in touch.
You want me to subscribe to your channel? You need me to subscribe to your channel? I got you. I will subscribe to your channel, Clenched Teeth. Shout out to Clenched Teeth, the creator of this video. It was a very good video. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot about Spider Silva and his illustrious UFC career. I had no idea he held that title for 7 years. I had no idea about any of the crazy fights he had. I had no idea he lucked out in one of them. I just learned a whole lot about a legend, and I'm really enjoying this, y'all. You guys, let me know down below. What do you think about Anderson Silva? Where does he rank on your UFC top all-time list? Like, let me know down below what you think about the Spider. And as always, y'all, new video dropping tomorrow, like always. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.